the galaxy coming to? Huts invading, planets cracking in half, and now whatever it was. Somebody tell me what that was.
It appeared to be a droid, Mayor.
Here I was, thinking it was a shiny Wookiee on stilts wearing turbo lasers for a hat. A droid indeed. Who the blazes are you?
I'm a Jedi Knight, here to protect you on behalf of Shalem Avesta and the Galactic Republic.
Thought as much, what with the lightsaber and all. Good. This mesa's already collapsing. Now, I've got wounded people everywhere, and all the working shuttle pads are outside town.
You obviously can't stay. What will it take to get your people out of here safely?
It's not a question of resources. We're racing disaster here. No telling when this mesa will fall apart.
Mayor, we're getting emergency alerts. The Hutts are landing reinforcements, mercenaries, and more of those droids.
Lovely. I'm the one-legged woman at the droid kicking contest.
They're holding the shuttle pads. We'll never get off the mesa unless someone drives the enemy off.
Leave the Hutt forces to me. I'll open the routes out of here. You be ready to move your people.
Just clearing off the pads isn't enough, though. We need to stop the Hutts from landing more reinforcements until we've all evacuated.
We could erect energy shields, Mayor. Cover the pads so they can only be used for flying out.
Solaire, you're actually useful. If we got you some energy shields, could you set them up at each landing pad?
You can count on me. Complicated missions are my specialty. I'll clear the shuttle pads and make sure they won't work for the Hutts.
Gather the wounded, prep for evacuation on the double. We are leaving.
Take these energy shields. Activate them at the landing pads. Good luck.
That's far enough, thank you. I doubt even the Force can stop me from pulling this trigger. Best not to try.
Please, the next groundquake could destroy this mesa. Kill us all.
Then let's keep the negotiations brief, hmm? We've done no harm to these people. All we seek is the droid's Isotope 5 power supply.
Mayor, is this Imperial telling the truth? None of your people were injured in the attack?
Just a few bumps and bruises to get our attention. Don't much care for having a blaster stuck at my head, though.
No time for debate. Let us have the Isotope 5 or we'll be forced to execute the prisoners. I'm sure no one wants that.
My only interest is saving lives. Leave quickly and there'll be no need for violence.
A Jedi committed to peace. How refreshing. Men, gather what we came for.
Thought we were deader than a depleted reactor. Thanks. I'm sure it wasn't easy letting those Imperials go.
Bad enough we're fighting a lunatic Hutt. Now the Empire's here too?
Maybe no one told them the planet's coming apart.
We'd better get moving.
I'll tell Shalem to expect wounded.
Mayor, good to see you alive. I trust everything is under control?
This mesa's falling apart under our feet, and we've got wounded. We need a destination for these people right away.
We'll have medics standing by at the refugee center, Mayor. Take your people there. I've set up a new camp near the Ark construction site. You have the coordinates. Meet me to plot our next move.
Have you received any reports of other places under attack by Toborro?
No. I think you embarrassed him. The Republic sent down a top engineer to review the Ark's schematics. He's made some interesting discoveries. Hurry.
Ah, you're here. Good news. Tarlem's refugees evacuated safely, and no fresh reports of Toborro's droids. You bought us time, and we'll need it. This is Gazadar, one of the Republic's top engineers, and a brave man for coming down here.
Couldn't pass up a chance to thank the legendary Jedi who saved Coruscant. I was there when you stopped the planet prison.
Have you verified Toborro's claim that the Ark will only run on Isotope 5?
I analyzed the Ark schematics. Despite them being borderline incomprehensible, I can now say with authority that they reveal Toborro's threat is authentic. The Ark was specifically built to run on Isotope 5. It's the only energy source capable of pushing that massive vessel through Makeb's atmosphere.
I still haven't heard a decent explanation for what that substance is. What makes Isotope 5 so special?
It appears to be a radioactive variant of Illyrium, unique to Makeb's planetary core. From what little I've examined, it's nearly a template element. Isotope 5 can be modified into all manner of useful configurations, including a potent fuel source. But I'm no expert.
Then we need the real brains behind the Hutt cartel's operations here. Dr. Juvard Ilip Ogorob. And we know where he is.
Whoa. The only 5-time winner of the Beodur Science Prize is on Makeb? Are you saying he designed the Ark?
Probably those droids, too. Dr. Ogorob has been holed up at the Sanctuary Research Complex since before his people invaded. If anyone knows about Isotope 5, it's him.
Why would a Hutt scientist help us at all? Isn't he with the cartel?
Dr. Ogorob is well respected across the galaxy. For a Hutt, he's pretty reasonable. The Sanctuary Research Complex is one of the most advanced experimental laboratories in the galaxy. It's on an isolated mesa completely under Hutt control.
There's no telling what sort of defenses a genius like Dr. Ogorob has there. And you'll be going in blind.
There are data access terminals on Sanctuary's testing grounds. Try accessing one. It might let you disable any unwelcome surprises. Otherwise, good luck.
I don't care how well defended Sanctuary is. I'm tougher. I'll have Dr. Ogorob back in time for dinner.
I have no plans to defeat him. It would cost a fortune.
And please, for the love of science, don't hurt Dr. Ogorob. I didn't bring a way to preserve his brain.
It's high time you Republic agitators showed up. Toborro and his brutes have this entire facility captive. I was wondering if you'd ever bother liberating it.
The Republic sent me here to protect its people from a Hutt invasion. The word you're looking for is Defender.
No offense intended. I'm confident you are quite the hero. There are many on this mesa being forced to work as slaves. We would be honored to aid your attack. We possess detailed data on the lethal security grid Toborro installed across the mesa. We'll help you destroy it so you can enter the main complex, and we can escape.
If you have information, now's the time to share it. Things are about to get loud.
I am transmitting data on several key objectives. Each will provide you ample opportunity to convey your displeasure with Toborro. Stand by. Follow those instructions precisely. You'll not only gain access to the main complex, you'll destroy Toborro's security grid. We'll speak again when you breach the main complex entrance.
Toborro's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Ogorob. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him. Best of luck.
Yo canta patachawa vermo. Moki ilema wahata. La joba num botafa. Abatikuna chitu nik na nolia.
Sobei chuta. Kasoya ikoi radoe tapa chapapa.
The chrono's running. You will not escape justice or this Jedi. Give us what we want, and we'll be merciful.
No caballo waniku seyo puyo.
Tuti puna puna. Manchi kapuk nume slimo.
Monchimo. Uban chome alipa isti patoga.
Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here. My apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Toborro seized control of my defenses and was watching me closely. But I am no one's prisoner.
You helped us defeat your own security grid. I thought your people only spoke in Huttese.
All Hutts can speak your language. We simply choose not to. Given the circumstances, I prefer to avoid linguistic misunderstandings. We have complementary goals. You want what Toborro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Toborro's Ark.
You're the only halfway decent Hutt we've met in a while. I suppose that should count for something.
How fortunate for me that my brethren have profoundly lowered your expectations. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, I can now fly. We should leave before Toborro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
We held up our end of the bargain and got you to safety. Tell us about Isotope 5 and how to fuel the Ark.
Isotope 5. Toborro's great discovery at the center of Makeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes, playthings.
In Toborro's hands, these weapons will oppress entire sectors. The cartel will become as bad as the Empire. Maybe worse.
More profitable than the Imperials, one would hope. Honestly, we don't know how they support themselves. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Toborro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it. According to my data stream, Toborro has increased mining production to maximum levels. Makeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
We won't abandon millions of Makeb refugees. You said you could help us get the fuel rods back.
That was before I saw the latest updates on Toborro's drilling operations.
The mining platforms are massive lasers drilling directly into the planet. Shutting them down would release core pressure and buy us time.
Attacking the mining platforms would be suicidal. Even worse, it might kill me. Wait, why do I get the feeling you're serious?
What does Toborro have guarding these mining platforms?
With a steady supply of raw Isotope 5, my former employer can power a multitude of devices designed to exterminate all trespassers.
We need to deactivate all of Toborro's mining platforms. That's the only way to slow Makeb's destruction until we can get the Ark's fuel rods.
I fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
Surely Toborro has the platforms rigged to shoot down any incoming shuttles.
Thanks to Dr. Ogorob's craft, we know what transponder frequency Toborro uses to identify friendly airspeeders. We'll fake them out.
I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.
Thanks for the assist. Private Vandalic 8th Imperial Infantry. Might keep your distance. Insides leaking out.
Don't try to move. We'll transport you out of here.
Generous, but a waste of effort. Not much time, so listen. Wasn't always Imperial military. Born on Makeb. Caught wind of the Hutt takeover, and volunteered for this. Defend my old home.
Either the Empire's getting sentimental, or it doesn't know your true loyalties.
Good for the mission. Knew the terrain, and the people. Orders were to steal Isotope 5. But I wanted to help your evacuation. Still have friends and family here. Shutting down drills, not enough. Need to open emergency release valves at primary control center. Reduce core pressure.
You're a soldier, not a geologist. How did you figure all this out on your own?
I grew up on these platforms. My father was a foreman. Use slicer spike in control center's mainframe. Override Hutt security lockout. Take control. Vent the core. Control center's heavily guarded. Sorry, that part's on you. Please get my people off this rock.
Is there a message you want delivered to your friends and family?
No time. Wish I could stay.
Lambda, Gez, we're at the drilling site's primary control center. An Imperial soldier, an ex-native, told us to open the emergency release valves. He said it was the only way to release planetary core pressure. Do you agree?
Tectonic vibrations are still off the charts. Coranto Mesa just exploded. Good thing we're not there. Those drilling lasers were working overtime. The heat buildup beneath the planet's crust is massive. Venting the core would cool things off.
Sounds like it's our only option. Slicing the mainframe now.
It's working. Readings show seismic activity falling quickly. That should buy you enough time to get the Ark's fuel rods.
I think it's time we finally paid Toborro a visit in person. Where can we find that hut?
You don't want to go anywhere near him until you get help from our new friends. We've had an interesting development while you were gone. Dr. Ogarob isn't the only hut on Makeb who's changing sides. The local hut cartel leaders, minus Toborro, want to negotiate with you personally. Hurry back to camp and meet us in the diplomatic tent.
You sold us out to that maniac Toborro? Now that he's turned on you, we're supposed to save your skins? Incredible.
Had we known Toborro was insane, we never would have supported him. He is no longer Hut Cartel. We formally shun him. However, in breaking ties with Toborro, we find ourselves stranded on Makeb with you. We are prepared to offer generous compensation for seating and cargo space aboard the Ark.
Cargo? Are you delusional? Your bodies take up more room than a dozen good people.
Ah, one of the Republic's greatest heroes. Just the person we could use to bring some wisdom and perspective to the discussion.
Let me see if I understand. Toborro's former friends got on his bad side. Now they need to get off Makeb, so they've come to us?
The major cartel leaders have decided Toborro is bad for business. They want peace.
Most revered Republic champions, my masters apologize for this unfortunate situation. Surely we can reach a state of mutually beneficial recompense and earn passage aboard the Ark?
My people deserve rescue. The Hut Cartel's leaders can't just beg their way out.
Shalem's right. But these are the most powerful huts in the galaxy. We can name our price to save their lives, and think what that means for defeating the Empire.
They'll say anything to get what they want, and the minute we turn our backs, they'll stab us.
They wouldn't dare. You hold all the power here. You can force them to commit their fleet to our side. Toborro has lost his mind, and these cartel leaders know it. They can't go back to him. They need us.
Honored Republic heroes, you are known for mercy and greatness. Can you find it within yourselves to forgive our profound error in judgment?
It's easy to have a change of heart when your life is in danger. Show me that you won't revert back to your old ways once you're off Makeb.
Honored Republic negotiators, my masters will happily continue debasing themselves, but Makeb's time grows short. If you provide safe passage for my masters and their cargo, they will fully commit the cartel to an alliance with the Republic. Surely you find this agreeable?
You'll commit a lot more than fully. The cartel cost the Republic time and credits that could have been spent defeating the Empire. We'll need your technology, your mercenaries, your warships, and your money. Keep giving them until we tell you to stop. That's our offer. Take it or leave it. Your masters can enjoy Makeb's destruction from front row seats for all we care.
My masters wish no further hostilities with you. The offer is accepted without condition.
I think you're the first in galactic history to force the Hutts into a deal they can't afford. Now all we need are those fuel rods. Dr. Ogarob is with Shalem. You should coordinate with them.
The cartel has deserted you, Toborro. You have no allies left. Don't be a fool. Give us the fuel rods.
Toborro, there's something very wrong with you. Listen to what you're saying. It doesn't make sense.
That inbred imbecile has abandoned all sanity. You will have to take the Ark's fuel rods by force. His palace is a testament to my artistry. I poured my spirit into designing lethal defenses. I also left myself a private entrance inside.
A secret back door. I'm starting to like you, Ogarob.
My charms are legion. Toborro will have far more than my inspired designs guarding him. His most lethal soldiers and Isotope 5 droids patrol every corridor.
We'll hold this position until you get back.
Without those fuel rods, millions will die. If you can't get them, I'm canceling your parade.
Tell your people not to worry. We'll get those fuel rods, no matter what.
Be safe.
You now have coordinates and the security code to my secret entrance. Once you're inside, contact me for more information. Don't die.
Your hidden entrance appears to be unguarded, Doctor.
Of course. Toborro doesn't even know it exists. He has no eye for such exquisite detail. He is also despairingly predictable, and almost certainly ranting away in his throne room while clutching the fuel rods to his bosom. I am transmitting procedures to defeat the security protocols separating you from Toborro. Follow them precisely. I'll be unable to reach you via holo after this.
We can take things from here. You've been most helpful. The Republic will remember your cooperation.
Perhaps your Supreme Chancellor will reward me with my own private laboratory. The planet Tisharon would be perfect. A last word of advice. Toborro asked for some rather unorthodox droid designs. It's possible he actually built a few. If so, good luck with them.
Yona, Liska Chananga Wachi, Kospaini, Pontinka. La Joba Numbo Tafa, Avati Kuna Chido Nignanolia.
This planet may not be around much longer, but its people will always be part of the Republic.
Tuta, Kasoya Rikoi, Radoeta Pachatopa, Unchimo. Ubanchonea Lipa Isti Patoga.
I hope you've enjoyed your reign over the cartel, because it's ending right now. Any last words, Hutt?
Agua Bosca Puño, Oscar. Tazos Aneco, Inada Noina Ocatau, Sasalus. Indi Ayobana Pi, Toha. Ras, Kanuta Pelot Caspunta. Nonna Pakisa, Tekaya Shrek Kurola, Woska Kwa Bobana. Unijoka, Nucha, Chikawa una Chichi tua.
Oh, no you don't. Nobody kills you but me. Fuel rods, as promised. Toborro's gone, along with his entire supply of Isotope 5.
The whole planet felt it. Lambda says the explosion triggered a chain reaction in the planet's core. If you have unfinished business, better make it quick. I'll take the fuel rods and get our people to work installing them. I left a shielded shuttle here at the camp. It's your ticket off Makeb. The rest of us are taking the Ark.
We're in this together. If there's trouble, you'll need help. I'm sure the Ark can seat a few extra people.
The space is tighter than you can imagine. I appreciate the offer, but you've done more than enough for us. I hope we meet again on Keylander Station.
The fuel rods are in place. Power level showing 80%. I hope it's enough.
It'll have to be. Lambda says there's a fissure opening directly beneath us. We're launching before the mesa collapses.
Reported the catastrophe on the surface, we feared the worst.
Did all our people make it off Makeb in time?
Reports are still coming in, but so far so good. Please meet me in Keylander Station's conference chamber. We have much to discuss.
The Supreme Chancellor requested a meeting.
Welcome back. I was informed that you survived a terrifying ordeal. You have my deepest admiration. Ah, here they are.
Millions of hungry mouths to feed and nothing to show for it. You pledged Makeb to us, Shalem, and you knew it was doomed.
We had no idea the planet was that unstable. Our offer was made in good faith.
My uncle is a businessman, Chancellor. But in this case, he's telling the truth.
You knew the groundquakes were getting worse. You used the Republic, knowing we'd be obligated to help your people even if you had nothing to offer in return.
What's done is done. We have a vessel filled with millions of refugees who need food, water, and medical treatment.
And a home. My people can't live on that Ark forever. They're packed in like cargo.
This is a debacle. We came here seeking resources to defeat the Sith Empire. Instead, we're walking away with debts and obligations.
What about the Hutt leaders? You negotiated a peace agreement with them, didn't you?
He's right. The cartel leaders have promised to support the Republic wholeheartedly.
So we have a worthless ally and a broken one. Still, the Hutts possess considerable wealth. Only the cartel leaders who needed rescuing agreed to this alliance. Fortunately, they possess most of the wealth and power. They'll neutralize any holdouts. With our new friend's wealth and warships, we've gained a substantial advantage over the Empire. That doesn't address the problem of Makeb's people, however. I need a solution.
The Republic needs to establish a haven for war victims. I can't think of anyone more deserving than the people of Makeb. The Hutts have plenty of credits to fund the construction of new homes, and we can use their fleet to protect them.
I had to twist your arm to call the Republic. Glad you finally swallowed that spirit of independence?
After everything we've been through, to receive such generosity. Thank you all.
You got your people through this mess, but I don't think you're the leader Makeb needs anymore. It's better if businessmen like you retire.
I can't step down. My people need leadership.
The Republic government will see to Makeb's citizens. If we require your services, we'll contact you. I want to speak with my operative in private. Please excuse us. You've made the best of an unfortunate situation. Well done. The Hutts want to be on the winning side of this war, and you've shown them who that is. We have you alone to thank for this alliance.
All Jedi are taught that our power should be used to bring people together for peace.
A great many have seen your example and responded, and I need that beacon in the darkness more than ever. For too long, the Republic has wasted time reacting to the enemy. We must fight this war to win by going on the offensive. Savor this victory. Return to the war's front lines and press our advantage. Together, we will be triumphant.